Hello guys, within this video we are going to focus on basic statistics and the primary functions. So let's start off. What I'm going to do now is I am going to find the min, max, median, average, mode, count, and count A of the figures here. Let's get started. You see that? I found the min. Now let's find the max. Equal sign, max. Click on the cell, drag down, there you go. Let's find the median. Click on cell, drag down, there you go. Let's find the average. Click on cell, drag down, there you go. Right? Let's find the mode. Click on cell, drag down, there you go. Now let's find the count. Okay, right now there's a stark difference between count and count A, right? I'm going to show you. Let's say that I want to find all the count of the items within the February column, basically. I'm going to do this and drag it down and that. Let's try count A. Click on the cell, drag down, and you see one is 4 and one is 5. Basically, what it is telling me is that with count, it counts all the cells that are not empty, right? But with count A, it counts the entire column, right? It counts all the cells that are empty and that are filled. I tend to use count and count A in projects because if you're working on a project and you miss a cell and you don't know where exactly you missed that cell, you can use count A to check if every cell has been properly filled with data. And this is very important, right? You can use count and count A to check your cells if you want to. Now let's head on over to the next section. Over here, I'm going to show you how to use the if function. And basically the if function is a conditional function. It checks for condition. Let's say that I want to know if February month was more than January month, right? And if January month was more than a certain figure. With if functions, it helps you to create conditional formulas within your Excel spreadsheet to check for conditions and to see if the data that you have inserted has reached a certain metric. If you're measuring for something, or if you're checking if, say that you have millions of rows or thousands and thousands of rows, it would be hard to check if January is more than February in a million rows manually. What you're going to do is you are going to use if functions, and then you can reference that if functions into other columns and other rows and check as well too. Let's see how we can do this. I am going to start off with equal sign like any other function. If open bracket, no, I'm going to use b5. b5 is more than, if b5 is more than 3000, right? We have passed our target and it's a success. All right, so b5 is more than 3000 or 5000, right? 5000. And we're going to have a comma, open quotation mark, yes, close quotation mark, open quotation mark, and no. All right. Now, we have just checked if January is more than 5000. No, it's not more than 5000. It is exactly 5000. So we have hit our target exactly, right? Now let's check for the other rows. All right. So out of these 5 persons, 2 persons have passed our sales target. Mike Stern, and Jimmy Enton. Let's say that I want to check which of my salespersons did well in February and surpassed their January limit. Let's see. All right. Equal if C5 is more than B5. Yes. No. And let's see. Drag it down. All right. It's obvious that most of my salespersons in February did better than they did in January, except from Jimmy Enton. The if function can be very helpful. And what you need to also understand is that you don't have to put yes or no in it, right? You could put any solution you'd want to see. So I could have important, or I could have best, worst, and as you see, it worked. Right? It worked. All right. You see that? It's changed. And I could also have it over here. Best, worst. So it's up to you to know how you want to display your data and display your information within Microsoft Excel. With that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you again next time.